moon.
Well,
Wait,
I don't know. Anybody know where our next full moon is? Anybody?
I'll ask Ian. He's waiting.
Uh, he's waiting. You make him
He's
sound like a
waiting.
werewolf.
Werewolf by
Those of you
night.
in the chat, if you don't already, make sure you check out
Oh, there he is.
Gathering of the Geeks. They're really awesome every Sunday, actually. So you can start your day with us and end your day with us, because I tried to be in the live chat as much as possible. So it's a great occasion. You won't regret it. Maybe you'll keep your Alfred a lot longer.
I'll try.
Um, and we've also got not only is he the other half of the Vigilante World's Finest pod, but he is 1/3 of the entire V39 group. We have Mr. Zeddy. How are you, Zeddy?
The neighborhood is awake, and so am I. And I'm very happy to be with you guys here. What's up, guys?
Top of the morning to you.
So we're going with the accents today, huh, Chris?
Maybe.
We're going with an accent, eh? An accent.
Hey, bada, bada, bada. This just makes me excited for when we one day can actually do like kind of like they did on Lost in Comics, not to rip him off. Love Chris, the other Chris, but do like a story time on here where we each can read for characters. You guys have to come back on and do voices. That's a must.
Deal.
I'm already in.
If you
Just let me
guys
know.
don't already, make sure you follow the V39 pod on Twitter. They are awesome. You guys every week cover that what's that CW show that oh yeah, Superman and Lois. You guys cover that show, right? How's that one going for both of you?
When it's not on hiatus, we do.
It's on hiatus again?
It is, unfortunately.
Jeez.
They're shutting it now, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lower episode, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I can get it to May.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that can be good and bad. Actually, the quality tends to be better story-wise. So hopefully that's the case.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But I think we need to pick things back up a bit and do our neighborhood check-in. Let's do the little segment. I love that so much. Chris, you look
bopping
traumatized.
and beeping.
Bruce Wayne doesn't like happiness.
Bro. You're going full out today. I love it. I love it.
He is full Pattinson today. Love it. You'll know
love
when
it.
we mean
So
more.
we're going. So Chris is in full Bruce Wayne mode today. That's how you're feeling. That's the check-in.
But more like Affleck Bruce, not so much Pattinson Bruce today.
Okay, Affleck Bruce, got it.
Yeah.
So not that emo, just a okay.
Yeah.
Like, is it the Ben Affleck meme where he has a cigarette looking down, just like?
Yeah, well, kind of. It's more like like the GIF I posted yesterday, where he's like got the coffee cup. That's how we feel today.
You know what? That works perfectly. Those in the chat, how are you guys doing today? I've heard a little bit from Eric and Joe. Oh, I missed Glenn. Hi, Glenn. I see you. Don't worry. I found you. And Joe's here. We still have JP. We still have Eric. Ian is watching on Twitch. What's up, Ian? Oh my God, using the Twitch. I love that. That's awesome. And oh, Emmett's here. Oh, they were here at the same time, Chris. There was no fighting. I'm proud of you guys.
I don't know if they saw each other.
Well, they have now.
They might have just passed. I don't know.
Get off my lawn, Ian.
I thought Ian was the Riddler, though.
Megan's
That's
here.
heavily rumored.
Doing good. You're here today. You did make it, Megan. Absolutely. Zeddy, how are you? It looks like the coffee's kicking in.
The coffee is kicking in. Yes.
Yes. I love it. That was kind of quick because last I knew you had just chugged that bottle. It's gonna be perfect. Glenn needs another cup. Zeddy, you got some more to share?
No coffee beans, unfortunately.
He grounds them in.
Sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. You ground them yourself, man. That's
I
a
eat the beans
trip.
and the coffee. Yeah, I don't know.
That is a lot. All right. Well, it sounds like everybody is here, but we need to wake up. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I know the three of us here were hit hard by that jump forward in time, like this time travel, just not acceptable.
Marty McFly is a damn lie.
So, a huge extra thank you to y'all that came in today because I know it's an hour earlier and people have a time difference because I'm on Eastern, these guys are on Central, and some people are on God knows what other time. So, thank you guys for making the time. I think maybe we should like jump into stuff we like this week. Let's amp each other up. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Woohoo! We have Appreciation Station. I love saying that because it rhymes.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, it does. Chris, why don't we go to I'm sorry, Mr. Ghost of Bruce Wayne. What did you appreciate this week?
Sadness. Actually, this week, this might be a fun one or a funny one, but Turning Red. I didn't I didn't love it, but my kid did. So that kind of was worth it to me. She'd been waiting for this movie for months. I don't even know how she knew what it was, but she'd been waiting for it. And so she's like counting the days. And yesterday we finally had time. We sat down, we watched it, and she was just like in it for the full 2 hours. So that would be my appreciation for the week. Thanks, Disney.
Thanks, Disney. Yeah, Ian says he loved it too.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. It was cute. It was cute.
I've heard a lot of good things about it on social media, and not that I expect it to be bad because it's Pixar, but I remember seeing the trailers in theaters. Like they put trailers for this movie in theaters a couple months ago, and I wasn't that excited about it. I was like, I don't know about this. Like,
Yeah.
So what makes it good, I guess, without spoiling it?
It's just like a fun family film, but it has like some more big kid or adult tones, which I was not expecting. But with Pixar, that's kind of the way they do things now. Most their movies are aimed at parents and kids, so it hits you in the feels if you're a parent and you feel like, well, why am I feeling like this over an animated series? Whether the kid is like, this is amazing. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. The story is cute though. I like the main characters. It's just kind of a fun story. And plus, red pandas.
You can't go wrong with red pandas. They're so fluffy.
No, I didn't even know what they were.
Yeah. Oh,
it's kind of like a learning experience. Yeah, I thought they were like a fox or something. I didn't know.
Yeah, they're interesting because they look like one thing, and then you're like, oh wait, you're actually this thing. Oh, so things aren't as they seem.
You're like a large red panda. How about that?
Giving Clifford a run for his money. Love it.
Better than Clifford.
Better.
It's Pixar. Pixar don't play around.
Well, that was one thing I was worried with Turning Red was that it, and I hate saying this because I love a lot of kids stuff still because I'm such a kid, but like Turning Red almost looked too childish. Like in the trailers, I was just like, this looks like it's aimed at 5-year-olds, like only, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm sure I wanted that. So that's good to hear that it is aimed to appeal at a broader audience.
It actually had some stuff and I was like, should this 8-year-old be watching this? Just a few interesting little things that I did not expect as an adult watching an animated show about a kid turning into a panda. So
that's awesome. Ian says he held a red panda in China. Well, Chris, you need to go visit Ian. Okay,
now I'm more confused though. Are they not large? So what the hell is a red panda?
They're like I don't know, Ian, correct me if I'm wrong. They're like the size of a bigger cat, maybe, I think, based on pictures I've seen.
Okay.
I'm trying to picture that.
Now I'm more.
How do you guys not know what a red panda looks like and about its size? You guys didn't look at them in elementary school and go, oh my God, they're so cute?
No.
So
I'm like just so surprised.
Because I originally thought it was a fox. but they just call it a red panda for whatever reason. But I thought it was a fox. So is it like a fox?
I'm not sure. You know what? Now we need to do a red panda episode. This has come a whole.
It's like the
And yes,
size
I
of.
know, but he needs to come visit you so you can take him on a field trip to go hold a red panda because he won't do it himself. I know, Chris.
Nope.
We don't
And
need the
he
cage.
says he's okay, cool. So I'm right about the size. Yeah, so it's about the size of a large cat.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
You know what? I want a comic now called Bruce Wayne and the Red Panda, and Bruce Wayne's just so shocked by a red panda the whole comic. He's like, "What is this creature?"
I mean, so going into the movie, I thought they were foxes. Coming out of the movie, I thought they were like kaiju's, and now I find out it's just a beaver, basically. Or a fox.
Beaver? I mean, I could search it, JP, but I'm hosting a show here.
Who uses Google for anything helpful? Come on now.
Google is
Internet.
not a verb, except Google
Internet,
is a verb,
so
but it's not a
helpful.
verb.
So,
So helpful.
Okay, Chase didn't know they existed until he saw them in a zoo 10 years
They
ago.
haven't been
Okay,
zoos?
No.
that's fair. I'm just
I'm
so
learning-
shocked. Maybe it was a girl thing, and I hate saying that because gender, but like I just remember when I was in elementary school, so many like girls, like we would all look at pictures of cute animals, and red panda was a very popular one that girls are like, oh my god, look at this fluffy thing.
Maybe it's like an axolotl.
Sure.
Awesome, thank you, Ian. It is absolutely necessary at this point. Anything else other than turning red and red pandas that you appreciate this week, Chris? Any
That covers
comics or TV shows or anything?
Superman Lois.
Superman
Was happy
Lois?
about that. Was happy about that. Little Monsters, which I'm going to talk about later too. But I love Little Monsters. Number 1 from Jeff Lemire.
Mhm. Yeah,
Loved it. Did you read that?
I read a little bit of it and got caught up. I was reading at work, so I read a bit at work, then had to deal with work. So I need to
okay.
revisit it. I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, it was. I was really impressed with it. I liked it a lot, and I don't usually like Dustin Nguyen's art when he's the artist. I like his covers, but
Mhm.
in this case, I really like the art throughout too. It's very good.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
yeah, two ends of
I'm
the spectrum: vampire children and beaver
Yes.
creatures, Japanese beavers. I don't know what they are.
I really want all these things you're saying today on different T-shirts. You can make a wardrobe out of these.
I mean, I'm kind of like a t-shirt factory.
So Zeddy, I don't know what kind of factory you are today, but what did you appreciate this week?
Whatever factory I'm in, I want to stay in this one. This
Coffee
is great.
factory.
That's a good one. So I appreciated, of course, Superman and Lois. I'm still appreciating that, even though I'm not appreciating the fact that it's on hiatus. But that's neither here nor
Ugh.
there. I'm still appreciating Nightwing by Tom Taylor. That's still. It's amazing. That totally caught me off guard.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it.
No,
So
no,
good
that is
job, Ian.
hilarious.
You're breaking all of us today.
Oh, that is hilarious. And I appreciated this movie on Netflix called The Adam Project, which is a movie that has Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, and Jennifer Garner in it. It's think of like Back to the Future, but like with a twist. It's very lighthearted. It's kind of generic, but it's really just a fun, entertaining time. So I think it was a great movie. So if you have Netflix, you're looking for something to watch. It's not an overly long movie. I found it really, really enjoyable. There were some really tender moments in it, and give it a watch, give it a stream. I really appreciated that.
Yeah, I heard that was really good. I know a lot of
Mhm.
people are all over Ryan Reynolds all over again. Just Deadpool 3 was announced, which
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited about. What do you guys think about that announcement?
Oh,
I like
Sure.
Sean Levy, and I
yeah.
like Deadpool. So put those together, and I'm pretty happy.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
if you saw Free Guy, like if anybody saw Free Guy, it's the same guy that did that movie that did the Adam Project. So he kind of has a way with humor that I'm very curious to see if that's gonna work. Because it's the MCU, I have a feeling it's going to be a perfect fit, and I kind of like Reynolds
Yeah.
and Levy together. Now that I've seen them twice, I think they mesh well together. So it's going to be interesting. I'm curious how they even pull Deadpool off in the MCU. To be quite honest, I think it's going to be cool.
I think it's
Just
I think
rename
it's
the
also
episode to
timely.
Japanese Beavers.
Japanese beavers, and then I'm gonna get yelled at by a bunch of people trying to say we're doing terrible things. It's like, no, you don't understand. Ghost Bruce
Oh, I
Wayne doesn't
understand.
know what a red panda is.
I understand. They are not Japanese beavers now. I see them. I've seen them now, but they just look like foxes. We should call them foxes.
Yeah, maybe
And
we should. But yeah, with the Deadpool 3 announcement, like, we knew it was coming. If you had heard them all say that it was officially coming to MCU, which how could it not? It did so well. And now you've got all the Netflix Marvel shows on Disney Plus, which means they're starting to slowly embrace having the more adult themes, which I'm very excited about. And I don't know, I think it's also a sign because even though he's not actually a mutant, Deadpool and the X-Men are very connected. So not only is Deadpool 3 announced, but we also know the X-Men are coming to the MCU for sure now because of that Multiverse of Madness trailer. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a banger. As long as Ryan Reynolds is playing Deadpool, it's going to be fine. He has such a huge involvement in it. So,
and I think you could do PG-13 Deadpool anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could.
yeah, I think he could play Deadpool for the rest of his life if he wanted to. He probably could.
Sure.
All he's got to do is voice the character. You put anybody in that suit and just have him voice it.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or even just have him do the voice and you put somebody else in the suit like Darth Vader. Nobody will know. Like,
Right.
you just gotta have the right voice. Anything else you wanted to touch on, Zeddy, that you appreciated this week?
This one's a little more sentimental, but I got my parents to watch this movie called Coda for the first time, which is on Apple TV. It was my #1 movie of 2021, and they just had an absolute ball with it. So I didn't watch it with them, but they told me they watched it and they absolutely loved it. So that's something that I appreciate.
Oh, that's awesome. That was one of your favorite movies of the last year.
It was my
wasn't it?
favorite actually of last year. Yeah, it
Oh,
stayed.
okay.
I saw it in January of last year, and it stayed as my #1 movie for a whole year, which is
Oh my
very,
gosh.
very rare. It's very rare. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge, especially considering everything that came out last year. Like
Yeah.
we all got pretty spoiled last year,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
both for dramatic films and just nerdy stuff. So that's really
Give me
awesome. I'm
all
glad
the
they liked
things.
it.
Yeah.
At least you're not the ghost of Bruce Wayne here. He can't show his. I'm
Cannot.
sorry, I couldn't resist.
Cannot show any emotion.
Anyways, I will share the emotion then. There were a couple things that I really appreciated this week. I'm gonna go more into the comic-y stuff because that's more what I do. Trial of the Amazons, #1. I know there's so many people not really into the events, and I don't blame you. They can be a lot, they can be overwhelming, and they can feel pointless. This is none of those things. There's not a million tie-ins you have to read, which is wonderful. Each part has a significance. The first 2 came out. This first issue was part 1, and then Nubia and the Amazons #6 was part 2. This is the first Wonder Woman Amazonian event of its kind, and it is so well written, it's so well done. I think it can really it really finally gives a spotlight to this part of the DC universe that has been kind of hidden and only shown through Diana for so long. I think this really kind of pinpoints them as the future of DC, which really makes me excited. Have either one of you guys read this?
Not yet.
It's on my list, but I didn't read it yet. I like Yara, Flora, and Nubia, and also of course Diana. So I'm kind of in for this one. And plus, I like you mentioned it's not like a full overarching story where it's just 2 issues. Makes it so much easier.
Yeah, and it's really cool. because in this event, in case you don't know what's going on in this event, all the Amazonians, so including Diana herself, Yara Flor, Cassie, Wonder Girl, and you've got Nubia and Hippolyta, everybody is finally getting together in one place on Themyscira for this little contest to decide who will be the champion of what's it called? Something door. It's this door that blocks off basically kind of like a underworld type thing. And they need to find a champion, and there's a specific ancient process they go to do that. And you see all these other cool Amazonian tribes that I had never heard of personally. So it's just really fun to see. And Yara does have a really great entrance, Chris and Emmett. So you guys will be happy with her entrance.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really great time. If anybody in the chat has read it, let me know what you guys thought, even if you didn't like it, because I'd be interested to hear what didn't stand out to you as much. An indie comic I wanted to touch on this week was King of Spies. This book I originally was not excited about because I was like, this looks like some macho guy spy thing. I don't care. It takes all that and flips it on its head in a really good way. It's just badass as hell. It's literally like watching an action flick. Like if they made this into a movie and got the cast and grind stuff, I'd be beyond thrilled. I think I said on Twitter, like it was great at 4 issues and it finishes the story, but I kind of wish there was still more because it was just that enjoyable of a read. And Matteo Scalera's art is out of this world. Have you guys read this one at all or heard of it?
Mark Belay, though, that's interesting. It looks cool.
I haven't finished it yet, but I've liked what I read a lot. To me, it's basically if you would have let Pierce Brosnan's Bond retire, this would be his story.
Yeah,
that's kind of the way I read it. Like that's Brosnan's Bond.
Sure.
And he kind of looks like him to me. So like if they were to do a live action anything, please get Brosnan for this.
I can see John Hamm doing that too.
But he's English.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
but the accent.
Hamm for the character here. Hamm is a little, based on the roles he's played. I know he's done a lot, but from what I've seen, he tends to get more sarcastic, comedic. And this guy has a sense of humor and stuff, but it's different. I'm not sure John Hamm would be the best fit, but he probably could pull it off if he did an accent.
Probably go with Brosnan then.
You can do either, I guess.
Yeah.
It is not tied with the Kingsman universe at all. What the story is the first issue starts out where you see this guy, the main character. He's this big hotshot spy. He sleeps around with women. He's kicking all these guys' asses that he's told to kill. But then eventually in that first issue, he realizes he is terminally ill and he only has a few months to live. And he sits back and realizes he's kind of wasted his life because he's not even killing the right bad guys. He's just killing who he's paid to kill. And he's just fucked with women and kind of screwed them up. And he feels bad. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to use the last little bit I have to live to kick the asses of the people I should have killed. So he goes around, even though he's old as shit, he's terminally ill, and he's kicking the asses of all these actual terrible people that need to be killed. And there's some twists in there with possible family and stuff too that's really good. So I couldn't recommend it enough. The action's unbelievable. The explosions, the colors on the explosions, it's so cool. John Hamm, Max is with you, Zeddy. John Hamm can do anything.
It's true. It's true.
He can do anything. So those were probably my top 2. And then I wanted to show off this cover because yes, look at my boy. He's so pretty. He deserves the world. It's hard with the screen.
Great cover.
It's so good. It's so good. And this issue is X-Men Legends 12. Isn't
it?
You sound like Steve. You love the font.
The font looks awesome.
Have you been keeping up with Legends?
Nope, this is the only issue I bought because it is the story with that takes place right before the original 90s Excalibur #1. Claremont came back and wrote it. This issue was interesting because I was really excited. I love the covers, both of them. I have both. But it's so weird because the story itself is really only good for the nostalgia, in my opinion. Because there's stuff in there that doesn't work anymore in the continuity. But if you think about it in terms of if Claremont is trying to show what he wanted to do but couldn't, then I like it. But it's weird because spoiler alert if anybody cares. It's a tiny spoiler, but there's a moment between Mystique and Kurt. Mystique is in this issue, so is Destiny somehow, even though she's dead. There's a moment with Mystique and Kurt where Mystique actually shows genuine care and affection for Kurt. And I was like, what is this? And it's not just like a second and then she's just like, fuck this. It's like she actually is acting like a mother. And I'm like, suspicious.
That's weird. I don't know if I like that. That's weird.
It's really weird. You should read it, Chris, because I'd love to hear what you think. Because it's like because I'm all for Mystique caring a little bit about her kids, because I don't believe she doesn't care about them at all. But she's also still Mystique. She only cares about them for a purpose, not because she actually wants to care. So,
well, yeah, when it suits her needs.
Exactly. It was an interesting issue, but this cover will be getting framed. Thank you. It will be. Nice. I'm hoping to get a purple frame, so it's gonna be very exciting. Yeah, it was kind of like the X-Men Forever minis. I love Claremont, but a lot of the stuff he wants to write doesn't work in continuity anymore. Like he hasn't connected with the times. So we'll just have to see how it is. But those are the main comics that came out this week I appreciated. Also wanted to remind people, last week we talked about 2 Kickstarters, Magic Powder and Anchor. So if you haven't checked those out, you should. Their campaigns are getting close to finishing. So if you haven't checked them out and backed them, if you're able to, please do. It's going to be absolutely worth it, especially Magic Powder. Because if you aren't convinced about that one, there might be an announcement coming up soon that you guys will be happy to hear, I think, that has that. And the last thing I wanted to show was the Kickstarter for this week that I wanted to push. There's this Kickstarter called And We Love You. It is really, really awesome. It has 5 days left to go. It's basically a post-apocalyptic story, which, okay, we've all heard about this. But it really emphasizes really quality art. You can tell in the characters' expressions, just even in these previews here. Really great designs. And it's going to put you in your feels. So if you haven't heard of this yet, it's the prelude to Scout Comics' Commander Rao. The same person that did that is doing this series, and this happens before that one. Really, really awesome. The creator fella's awesome. So please check it out if you haven't already. I am really, really excited to get my copy in. I mean, look at that. Do you like the AT? What are they called? ATSTs? That one in Star Wars? That looks like one of those, but better.
It does.
It kind of looks like Ed 209 from RoboCop and an ATST put together.
Yeah, like basically. It looks like it's more efficient. It's shorter, but more armory and still does the job. So,
looks faster.
Take that as you will.
Looks like it's
just
yeah. The ATS, they're pretty slow. And Ed 209 was like barely movable. So it was barely mobile.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
And it kind of looks like a frog, and I appreciate that design choice. Looks like an armored
frog.
Evil, like an armored devil frog or something.
The Frog ST.
Yes.
That's what it should be called. I love the lettering too. Look at how good this lettering is. That's so good.
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
Oh, and they're on the devil
I'm really
frog.
excited. We might have to put that on the Twitter and be like, Ghost of Bruce Wayne really loves the robot frog you have there.
I dig the devil robot frog.
Yes. But if you guys want the link for that, it will be on the Twitter after the show today. So be sure to check that out. And that's everything I think I've appreciated this week. I mean, there's a gajillion good books and shows and movies that have come out, but those are the main ones I wanted to put emphasis on. Anybody else in the chat have something they wanted to mention that I missed? I think we got it. Oh, what? JP, what is happening? Wasn't there a game called Ratata? Oh, wait, that's a Pokemon.
I choose you.
I think you got a hold of your coffee, Zeddy. You should really lock that up.
Gotta catch them all, I guess.
It's true. All right, guys, let's get into our first little game of the day. While Zeddy does his wonderful evil laugh, I'm here for it. We're gonna go into our super panels. So for this game, everybody, we are going to look at different comic panels selected at random. I'm not even sure where they're all from, to be honest. I just said, you know what, these look weird and fun and hilarious. And
Like
we are
me.
going to Yes, that's exactly it. And we are going to decide whether the panel is super cool, super hilarious, or just weird, super weird. So I've already made my decisions. They'll be on the panel, but I'm interested to hear what Chris and Zeddy's thoughts are and what your guys' thoughts in live chat are. So let's just do it. Let's go to our first panel. This one is kind of blurry, but it's an old Superman and Batman Robin cover, and you've got text here that says, "Look, Batwoman, those bandits are trying to destroy Superman with the vibrator." Yes, and here comes Batman on his inflated bat wings.
Oh,
What's happening?
He looks like he's bleeding down there, that's for sure.
What? Why is his cape under him? Like, is it a glider?
It kind of looks like a mustache.
A giant mustache?
He's getting there on a giant mustache, yes. And somebody needs to drink King Cola, which I'm.
Oh, I see it now. That's funny.
Well, my question is, why are people trying to destroy Superman with the vibrator? I didn't know you could do that.
I guess you vibrate him to death.
So wait, is Barry Allen the vibrator?
Yeah, right.
I'm more interested in the 50s Batwoman they got there, because that Batwoman was something special.
She looks like and I can't zoom in. I'm so sorry, y'all. I would, but like she's right here, and yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be Hawk Girl, but also a bug. I don't know.
Well, yeah, the original Batwoman, that's the costume. It was it's yellow, black, and I want to say there's some red thrown in there somewhere.
She looks like a parademon.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. He's weak to vibrators. Ugh, I wish I would have known that before. Damn. Bad Stash rides. Another shirt.
There you go.
That's a good question. What is the vibrator in this image? Apparently, the Coca-Cola. It's a bottle, I think.
I thought it was that vehicle. That looks like a vehicle of some sort.
A red pill just chilling on there.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, not to go back to Star Wars, but like a sand speeder, but it's red.
Oh.
Zeddy, Emma asks, "Do you have a new haircut? Is that a new haircut? Did I not notice?"
That is the hair that I take off when I take my cowl off when I'm not doing Batman.
He's got cowl hair today.
I do have cowl hair.
I would go super weird on this.
Super weird. Okay, Zeddy, where are you at?
Super hilarious.
Yes.
Just because of the way Batman looks on the ground and Superman looks utterly confused, and I don't know what to make of parademon Batwoman over there, and she looks like she's really strangling Robin over there, which is hilarious and also really creepy.
How many heroes do you need to stop whatever it is?
The plot to destroy Superman. Nice.
I got nothing. But we should probably go to our next one. Not a cake. So this is from Animal Comics #1, a very niche comic, and it says, "This is a hat, it's a cake, and it's for you, because today is your birthday." Gosh, look how Bumbazine. That's not a log either. Ow! It's Albert! Not so fast, Bumbazine! Pogo, give me that cake or I'll eat Bumbazine. So apparently if you don't give them the cake, they're going to eat a creature. What?
Super weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where I was at. Really, really weird. Doesn't make much sense to me. Like, where did Albert come from? Oh, Zeddy, Ian says you're going for the new Cavill cut. How's that make you feel?
Why is the rat so big?
Damn it.
I disagree. Why is the rat so big? You know what? That's a good question. You're scared of big animals, Chris.
I don't mind big, but I don't like big rats. Why? It's like a New York City rat.
You know what? This panel reminds me of like that little Fox story where he's like, "And I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down."
That was
That's what this little thing reminds me of.
The Three Little Pigs, yeah.
Yeah, the wee little pig story. There you go.
Well, that
Yeah,
rat
it's
could probably eat the house. It's the size of an alligator, or a quarter of the alligator.
What kind of
but
kid
yeah, I was gonna
comics
say
is
Albert.
this?
I
Albert
don't know.
means. And why is Albert like oh it's Albert, like that's his friend or something? Do you know Albert?
Do your friends greet you by buying you on the ass? Like I don't
I mean, if
know.
there's cake
That's a little
involved, I
weird.
guess. Give me that cake. I don't know.
The things we do for cake.
Yeah, I
Classic
mean,
cake
you
with
guys and Griffin got it. Classic cake or death. I think we're in agreement on super weird. Anybody disagree that's not super weird? Does anybody think it's cool?
My sense of humor isn't that over the top.
I do appreciate the rat's wearing a bow tie. I like that he's a classy gentleman, you know?
Well, he's see, that's the way you should be ready to receive cake. You should be classy about it. That's the goal. And then there's Albert here, just out of nowhere.
Why does he throw the cake at the rat if he wanted to eat the cake? Like you threw it at the rat, and now you're mad you don't have the what the hell? Pogo, give me that cake or I'll eat Bumbazine.
Yeah, Bumbazine. Which
So
one's
you threw the cake and now you're mad.
Oh, the kid. The kid is Bumbazine. So the
I thought the
gator's
rat was
threatening to
Bumbazine.
eat the kid.
But you threw the
The
cake.
rat says, look out.
But
But
you
the
threw the
rat
cake
says,
at
look
you.
out, Bumbazine. He threw the cake for you.
Pogo,
Hey,
give me the
DC
cake,
Patrol,
I'll eat
thanks for
it.
popping in. Look forward to hearing what you think on the replay. That's a great time to go to the next one. This is the first appearance of the Negative Zone and Fantastic Four 51, and yes, this was Jack Kirby.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the color palette a lot too because it's dark, yet it's got some bright colors that are dimmed down. You know, like these darker oranges and yellows.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
very
cool.
It's that I love old comics because they have this wacky art and the color palettes are so weird. They're just fun to look at. This is one of those cases.
Yeah.
And it's
Can't go on with
Yeah.
Jack Kirby either. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna be
too
really
bad.
mad if and when we see the Negatives on the MCU and it doesn't look like this.
Yeah, it should look like an acid trip or something, or what I imagine an acid trip would look like.
Yeah.
'Cause who knows what that really looks like?
Yep, that's exactly it. I couldn't agree more. Toot for Doom, guys. Toot for Doom. In case you can't read this, Namor is saying, "Do not use it." And then Doom goes, "Fool, Dr. Doom does as he pleases." And he goes, "Toot!" out of whatever that thing's called. Anybody know what that's called? I don't remember.
A bagel flute.
Yeah, like a
What?
conjure or something like that. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah. Whatever.
I'm sticking with bagel flute.
Yeah. Bagel flute. There you go. Donut hole. Donut flute. I don't know,
Okay.
whatever.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, this
Donut
is the donut hole,
The donut hole.
the magic donut hole.
The
I
donut
think it's
toot.
just a whole flute at this point.
A doot.
A
Get it? Because
tutor.
you're combining
Maybe
a
it's a tutor.
donut and a toot. A doot.
Ooh.
I don't know.
JP,
Dude.
I want some of whatever you're drinking.
A flashlight.
I would like to I imagine. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I would imagine Doctor Doom is like, fool, Doctor Doom does as he pleases. That's kind of what I read that as.
Oh, you know what? I might have to let you guys do the readings of these.
I'm just gonna read
Talk
everything like that.
show.
You stupid ocean creature.
Fool, stick to
Doom
your
in the
oceans.
room on screen again. I don't know if we want to see what happens when Doom is in a room. What room is
I
it? If he's with JP, it's not going to be family friendly.
It's my turn.
I love that Namor's the one that's yelling at him too. Namor's like, "Don't you dare blow that in front of me."
Don't blow the deuter in front of me. That's, I don't know. This is super hilarious to me.
This
You
is
could be-
super cool.
Super cool. You think this is cool?
This is cool.
He appreciates
What-
my deuter.
Do you think this would be badass to see in the MCU? This exact panel between Namor and Doctor Doom?
Yes, and if Kevin Feige doesn't do it, he's the worst producer of all time. I'm just kidding.
I think we're looking at like in-game Cap Gravin Mjolnir here. It's that kind of quality right now.
Right?
You know,
I
we
think
don't
you're
need to
right.
assemble.
Guys in live chat, what do you think? I saw some people say super hilarious. Yep, Joe and Eric. Anybody else agree with Zeddy? That's super cool. Might have to put up. Oh, he's got a rap for Doom, guys. Anybody want to take this one? Because I can't rap.
Yo, this is Doom, and he's in this room doing nothing but fumes.
Ah! That was perfect. I love it.
I just want to be Zeddy's
All right,
hype man.
so yep, that's exactly what's happening. This one is Logan on his first ever solo mission, or just about to be. This was X-Men 132. His first solo mission was 133. I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say this goes beyond super cool. This is another level of cool.
Another level of cool. What's bigger than super cool?
Absolutely
super cool.
freaking cool.
Yeah, I like this one a lot,
no.
and I like the coloring a lot in it too. It's really good.
I like the text there. Wolverine alone.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
He's not going to meet Doom in that room later.
So this is from Existence 2.0, and the panel says focus on the cat's vagina. Why would I do that?
Not into it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Cheetah. None into that.
No, super weird. Not into
I don't know.
Oh.
I might make the
That
exception
totally
for
landed
Cheetah.
better in my head. Yeah. That totally
Well, I mean,
landed better in my head.
But now that you mentioned Cheetah, I mean, I might make the exception for her, but not an actual cat. Like that's a little much. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, Existence 2.0. Nick Spencer, by the way, what a name. He did this story, by the way.
Why?
Makes a lot of sense.
So we're just gonna move on from. I think we can agree that's super weird. This is for you, Ghost of Bruce Wayne. No chocolate for you. Smack.
Well, first of all, he's right. Super cool to me. He doesn't deserve that chocolate.
Ouch.
Zeddy, where are you at on this one?
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
It's so good. And I
love how his tongue is just like.
Sounds like
you can't. It's hard to tell. Is that his lip or his tongue? Like.
I think it's his tongue.
That's his tongue. He's got like a Gene Simmons thing going there.
Yeah.
I think we've got one more. I think this one's pretty cool. So you guys know Miss Marvel's coming to MCU. So this is Miss Kamala Khan. And one of the things she says is, I'd say come at me, bro, but I have a feeling you're going to do that anyway. And I'm here to take out the trash.
Super cool.
That's super cool. Yeah.
And to the guy on Instagram I saw today upset about this show, you suck. Just saying.
Yeah. She looks like a great character. Yeah.
She does.
Or she looks like she's going to be a great character.
This is our last one.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
Look
at that. Look at that.
Come on.
Look at Godzilla balling.
Charles Barkley versus Godzilla.
I mean, how do you not say super cool just based off that? I mean, come on.
Where'd he get sneakers?
Right?
He's got sneakers on. Come on.
Where'd he get them?
He's thick too. Look at his butt and thighs. Like, good for him.
Man, he's got the form and everything. Look
he swims a lot.
Oof.
He was jealous. Mr. Batman was jealous. I think that was super cool too. There's no way that hoop is regulation. You know what? You don't know where the ground is. You think you do, but you can't actually see it.
Maybe he's just small.
He's going in
a new level of cool, Chris. Mega Godzilla cool.
I still like absolutely freaking cool.
Playing with the Dragon Zord down there. I love it.
Oh, he's got a flute too, much like Doom's.
So there you go. See, synergy, everybody. Dragon Zord meets Godzilla. Why has anybody made that yet?
It'd be cool if he could like ride Godzilla, like into battle. with
There
the
you go.
Sneakers
talking
are called
sword.
Mothras. That's lit. I love
Ooh.
that, JP. You're
Look at
on
this.
it today.
Look at this.
That was a deep cut with the Mothras.
Man, we have so many things we can make. T-shirts, sneakers. This neighborhood's gonna be rich one day, guys. We're all gonna be rich.
It's gonna be like a gated community, but not gatekeeping, just gated. You got to put the code in to get in the neighborhood.
Jesus. And that was super panels, everybody. No boundaries, clearly. I don't know what size
None.
sneaker that was, Glenn. I'm not sure.
Size Godzilla.
Size Godzilla.
Size
Size Mothra. Is
Godzilla.
that the size? All
They
right,
only come in
guys.
one.
So it is time for the big segment of today. This is the most important one, the biggest one, the biggest reason why, not only because I love these guys, but the biggest reason why I needed the world's finest here today from the Vigilante 1939. And we are going to decide who our neighborhood's finest are. Share. Thank you. All righty. So we have, and I'll zoom in on this. Don't worry, guys. I will zoom in a second. We have two brackets. We are going to decide who will be the detective, who will take Ghost of Bruce Wayne's role, and who will be the powerhouse, who will take Superman's spot. And then we will decide all together who they are. Obviously, I made these brackets just based on what I know about, who fits a detective role, who fits a powerhouse. I think this segment will be fun to do more in the future to decide future combinations. So if you guys have any ideas on what other characters you'd like to see in these brackets in the future, let me know, and let me know on Twitter so I don't lose your comment here in the live chat. Because I definitely think this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's zoom in a bit here. For the detective, we have Nightwing versus Spider-Man, Moon Knight and Daredevil, Huntress and the Question, Renee Montoya, Jessica Jones, and Green Arrow. So I will read out. We will go one by one through here, and both Chris and Zeddy will get to vote, and then you guys in the chat get to vote, and then whoever gets the most vote wins the round. Pretty straightforward. If there's a tie, I will break it, but I will only be a tiebreaker to make it better on all of you guys making the choice. So first up, we have Nightwing and Spider-Man, two of the most loved characters.
That's a good one.
Zeddy, who do you think would be better to fit the detective role, Nightwing or Spider-Man? Live chat, let us know as well.
Wow, that's a great one. I'm going to say Nightwing, just because he's who I think is the quintessential detective DC hero, learned under Batman, his own hero in his own right. Spider-Man's great, but I'm going to go with Nightwing.
Okay, Chris?
Nightwing, for all the reasons that he said, and his costume's cool.
Yeah.
If we're doing the because I like to think of Nightwing's the disco Nightwing, the original one.
So. I love the disco Nightwing. You're right. That's one of my favorites. I know people hate it, but it's great. So we're going to say Nightwing wins the round because I have not seen a single Spider-Man in the live chat. So we've got that one down. This next one I think is going to hurt a bit. Moon Knight versus Daredevil.
These are painful.
Choose wisely.
Let's go to Chris first since they went last time. I'm sorry, Chris. I know Moon Knight's here, but choices have to be made.
I mean, he makes choices. We all make the right choice then.
I made choices making this bracket, right?
You knew what you were doing.
Well, we've got one for Daredevil and one for Moon Knight. So it's anybody's game.
Well, really, Daredevil probably is a better detective, but I'm still going to vote Moon Knight.
Moon Knight? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the live chat's with you so far. Zeddy?
See?
This is unfortunately where the world's finest might be coming to an end. I'm going to go Daredevil.
Daredevil?
Right.
Sorry. I might change my mind in 3 weeks, though. But
I failed you. I'm sorry.
All right, so we've got Zeddy for Daredevil. We've got Glenn in the live chat for Daredevil, but we've got Chris and about 5 people in the live chat saying Moon Knight. So because more people in the live chat are going with it, I have to go with Moon Knight. Moon Knight's going to take it. I think that's only fair. Even though I think it'd be really funny to put Daredevil, but I think that's also cruel. So
that's hard to argue. Hey, that's a good matchup, though.
I like it. This is exciting. All right, we have Huntress and the question, the Renoy Montoya question, because there's multiple of the question. What do you guys think, Zeddy? Huntress or the question, Renee Montoya for detective?
I like Huntress for this one.
Huntress? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that choice a lot too, actually.
Huntress for me too.
Okay, so both of you say that. I'm waiting for the live chat. Sorry, guys. The live chat's taking a bit to catch up on my end. So.
Oh, this ain't looking good for the Huntress.
And it says the question.
Oh,
Griffin says the question. We have one for Huntress. Oh, the question's winning, I think, though. So wait, we've got 2 for you, 3 for Huntress. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to keep up. I think question's barely taking it. This is actually really close in the live chat.
$5 to anybody that says Huntress.
I see.
Zeddy's about to be like, send me your cash app.
Can we do that for Moon Knight too to get him to the final?
Your guys' money. I'm just here.
Zeddy will also send you $5.
So 2,
I will.
3, 4. I've got 4 for Huntress, counting you guys, and then question. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give it another second or two. Get your comments in because it's anybody's game. It's either going to be the question or I'm gonna have to tie break it. And then I know Zeddy and Chris are gonna glare at me.
Choose wisely, Lord.
Choose wisely. What's this comment? I can't read it. Question? All right, it's question. Question got it. I'm sorry, guys. But the neighborhood has decided the question.
I have a question. Why did everybody choose the question? I'm just kidding.
He's about to get violent on here this morning.
Seriously, I love it. Jessica Jones or Green Arrow for detective? What do you guys think? I remember where I went to last time. Chris.
Jessica Jones, she's a detective.
Okay. Zeddy?
Jessica Jones.
Okay. I'm here for the question. Live chat, let me know what you guys think because we've got 2 for Jessica Jones. Yep,
That's
Jessica Jones has in the chat.
People were jonesing in the chat.
Ooh.
All right.
I wish I had like a drum set for Zeddy sometime. Just
we've got the sim. Hold on. I actually have a question. Do you guys want to finish this bracket and then go to the powerhouse bracket, or do you guys want to stop here and do the powerhouse and then finish all together? Doesn't matter to me.
No, we can finish this one.
All right, we'll finish this one. All right, so Jessica Jones got it, and now let's all say a prayer for ourselves because we have to choose between Nightwing and Moon Knight.
Why?
Bonds will be broke.
So let's go to Chris first again because Zeddy's still in his feels. So I'm gonna let you send your feels for a second, Zeddy.
The comments are sending me in my feels already. You guys, come on now. It's Moon Knight. What are we doing? No. What the hell?
I like the idea, Chase. I like that idea, but that's just not how it's working right now. Maybe we'll do an amalgam World's Finest. That's an idea. We can do that another episode. I like
Emmett's with me.
Right and vote for I love this for you, Griffin.
Emmett is
all
with
right,
me.
Zeddy, what you thinking?
I'm gonna go with my boy Nightwing on this one.
What the hell?
Sorry, Chris. Everybody's villain origin story starts somewhere.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm sorry, Chris, but the Nightwings have it.
Well,
everybody wants the ass. I don't know what to tell you. Everybody saw Dick Grayson's ass and said, I got to learn more. I got to be a detective.
We'll do this again March 31st. We'll see.
We absolutely can do another round. All right. The question, Renee Montoya or Jessica Jones. This one's actually a really good matchup, I feel like. Character-wise, especially. Zeddy, what you thinking?
Jessica
Chris
Jones.
said Jessica. You're both saying Jessica?
Jones.
Chat, what you thinking? Because it looks like Jessica Jones is about to take the sweep unless we are the union. The neighborhood's finest union. You're right.
We are the union.
We've got 2 for question.
Man,
We've
where's the
got,
question, bro?
counting you guys, 3 for Jessica Jones, 4 for Jessica Jones, 3 for the question, 4 for the question. No, don't make me tie break. Don't make me
5
do
for
it,
Jessica.
guys.
Ian voted Jessica Jones.
All right, okay. Anybody want to get the last?
These are intense,
vote in?
man.
Doesn't matter. We don't know that yet, Glenn. We don't know. You might be right, but we don't know yet.
He's right. He's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jessica Jones and I are the finals that will go into our final round. Are we all still alive in the chat? Zeddy, Chris, y'all still alive?
Or we're still alive.
All right, we've got the powerhouse. We've got Wonder Woman versus Thor, Captain Marvel versus Supergirl, Hal Jordan versus Storm, Luke Cage versus Black Canary. This is going to be brutal, I feel like.
Oh, man.
Absolutely brutal. All right, let's just get into it. We're going to start with Wonder Woman and Thor. I know what the right answer is, but no, I'm kidding. Chris, what are you thinking? Who is the powerhouse that should be in the world's finest between these two?
The right answer is Moon Knight.
That's not an option, Chris. Are you just gonna be the ride and ballad?
Yeah, I'm gonna write all of them in. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, okay. What you thinking, Zeddy?
If I wouldn't choose this person, she would kill me, and people would cover for her. So I am definitely choosing Wonder Woman.
What? No, but I want to actually know. Do you think Thor would be better suited for the powerhouse role in the world's finest?
She's Wonder Woman. You do not bet against Wonder Woman. That sword is lethal.
So we've got 3, including you guys, for Wonder Woman, 4 for Wonder Woman. We've got 3 for Thor. Who's down here, Chase? Wonder Woman. It looks like Wonder Woman's going to take it, but barely. That was close. That was really close. All right.
Is that an X-Men sign or Wonder Woman sign? Because I'd like to think it was X-Men.
That's Wonder Woman. That's the braces.
Oh, I was hoping it was X-Men.
But I mean, it's used for multiple things. It's used for Black Panther. It's used for her braces.
It is actually.
Yeah, Chris.
Thank you, JP. Everybody, make sure you do hit that like button. Have an awesome one, JP. We'll miss your chaos. Captain Marvel or Supergirl. Both really fantastic options. Both incredibly, just by power and strength, incredibly powerful. But again, remember, guys, these are our world's finest. These are the people you want to represent the world's finest in the world, or, here, our neighborhood's finest. Where are you thinking, Chris, since Zeddy was drinking?
I feel like if I pick one of these, I'm going to get banned from the neighborhood.
What? No, you're allowed to have an opinion. I just might disagree with it, but you're allowed.
Well, this is a tough one, though. I don't know.
I'm going to throw rocks over your lawn, Chris.
Get off my lawn. And stay off my lawn. I think I'm going to go Captain Marvel. I think, yeah, Captain Marvel.
What you thinking, Zeddy?
Supergirl.
Yeah. It looks like most of chat agrees with you. We have 2 in the chat for Captain Marvel, but everybody else is saying Supergirl. So that makes me happy. But I would agree overall just in terms of persona, but who knows? All right. Supergirl. Oh God, no. Why would you guys do this? This is a terrible choice. Oh God. Okay.
We've chosen madness.
Oh God.
Chaos has won today.
Hal Jordan versus Storm. What are y'all thinking? They're powerhouses, but different powerhouses. Different levels.
That's an easy one, I think. For me.
All right. Zeddy, where are you thinking? Since Chris thinks it's easy, we'll come back to him.
Going Storm on this one.
Yes.
I personally love that choice. Where are you thinking, Chris?
Storm.
Storm? Well, the live chat does not agree with you guys so far.
The live chat is wrong.
The live chat is more sleepy than I am right now. Wake up! I'm just kidding.
So we've got 2 for Storm, 2 for Hal. We've also got a third for Storm. We've got another one for Hal. It's tied right now. What's Griffin say? Guy Gardner would be hilarious. That's
That
actually
would
an
be
interesting
good.
choice. We could throw him in the bracket next time. Absolutely, Griffin. I like that.
Yeah.
But Storm. I think Storm has it. Let me double check the count though, so I'm not making
So we
it
could
up.
do this because it works still. Storm, X-Men.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Halle Berry
1,
Storm would wipe the
2,
floor with
3,
Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern. Let's be
4.
real.
Yep,
Here.
it's
just
5 to
killed it,
4.
Zeddy.
5 to 4 in favor of
just killed
Storm.
it.
Storm's got it.
She would mop the floor with him. Come
I'm
on.
changing my vote because you mentioned Halle Berry Storm.
Only after she mops the floor with me, please and thank you. All right, so we have Luke Cage and Black Canary. I think it's an obvious one here, unfortunately, for somebody, but maybe I'm wrong. Chris, what you thinking?
I don't know, actually. I'm not really in love with either of these characters. Black Canary, because the screaming thing is cool.
Okay. What you thinking, Zeddy?
I'm going to go Black Canary.
Black Canary? We're at 2 for 2. Anybody else want to jump in, or am I going to have to tie break?
I wanted this one of those ones that's like, I don't know. No. And that horrible accent.
All right, so far it's Canary. I'm going to give y'all a couple more seconds to get your votes in if you're still thinking. Okay, now it's more Black Canary's favor. Anybody else? Cage? It's one more for Canary than Cage at the moment.
It's the scream.
Yeah. All right, I'm giving it to Black Canary. She's made it. Now to choose between these two. No! Why do we do these to ourselves?
We have done our job.
Chaos continues.
All right. I'm gonna go sit in a corner and cry while the rest of you try to figure out what to do with this. Wonder Woman versus Supergirl. I'm in pain. I did this to us. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Powerhouse. Why is Black Canary even an option? Because she can destroy you with her scream. Do you not know how powerful her scream is? Man, you know what, Glenn? We'll talk later because I want to show you some stuff because there's a reason. She's a different kind of powerhouse. Not in brawn, but her scream will wipe the floor with you. All right. What are we thinking, Zeddy?
Look, I love both of these women dearly. Let me just say. But
you're like, let me cover my ass.
in life, you can truly only have one. So Wonder Woman was my first love, so unfortunately, your first is always your best, right? So Wonder Woman.
Well, maybe for you. All right, Wonder Woman. Chris, what you thinking?
If you ain't first, you're last. Wonder
Throws
Woman.
in Moon Knight.
No, that's coming though. We'll get back to that. We're gonna circle back. The March 31st. We'll circle back.
So many
Crescent
people have
circle.
so many thoughts on this one. So I'm writing it down.
Holy moly.
This is a tough one.
I know. Well,
Wonder Woman.
there can only be one.
That's right.
What you thinking, Chris?
Oh, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Okay.
Mhm.
Wonder Woman has it.
Look at that.
The Wonders have it.
Which I think is interesting because in the first one, y'all really went with the whole like, oh, look, Batman, obviously Nightwing's next in line.
I
And
did
here,
not.
I was like, Supergirl's not next in line. It's fun. But Wonder
I
Woman,
did
like,
not vote Nightwing.
she is the wonder. You can't go wrong with that. Like, oh my gosh. All right. And we have Storm and Black. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Chris, I better know your answer.
It's Storm.
Thank you. I love them both, but like, you're an X-Men guy. If you didn't pick Storm, I'd be shocked.
It's Storm. Choose wisely, Zeddy.
Well, right now, Storm has it. No, nobody's picking the Canary at the moment.
But Storm.
That was not a fight at all. My gosh. Oh, Ian came back with Black Canary. Okay, now it's a little bit of a fight. I feel better about that. I was feeling a bit bad for her. All right.
Lightning
Storm
versus
it
love,
is.
baby. Lightning versus love.
What? What does that mean?
Wonder Woman, Sense of Love. And Storm's lightning.
Oh, okay.
Lightning versus
I thought
love.
you were talking about Storm and Black Canary. I was like, what? Where's the love? Okay.
I
All
thought
right,
that was
so
an
our-
80s song.
Where is the love?
No, that's a Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah, that's different.
All right, hold on. I gotta put it all together so we can see our final bracket. Give me like 10 seconds. How are you guys feeling about this bracket? Do you think that everybody's chosen right, or do you think people have messed up?
It was a fun bracket. It was a fun bracket. You know, yeah.
I don't think Chris is happy. Chris, have you recovered
Well,
yet?
you know,
No.
unfortunately in life you can get apples, and unfortunately in life you get oranges. What can you say? You know?
I just wanted Knights of the Moon.
Knights of the Moon.
All right.
Okay,
so
okay. Now this is terrible.
Our final bracket, guys. We're almost there. Our final bracket, the final four, as Mr. Eric says. We have Nightwing versus Jessica Jones to determine our detective, and we have Wonder Woman versus Storm to determine our powerhouse. Man, I'm definitely gonna have to make this bracket next time without like all these people, like the big names, like Nightwing and Wonder Woman. They will not be here next time. We're gonna make it harder. All right. So let's do Nightwing and Jessica Jones first. Who's gonna be our detective? Live chat. Zeddy, who you thinking? Who's
These
gotta
are
be?
both really great matchups, though. Nightwing.
Nightwing, okay.
Yep.
Chris?
I'm gonna go with Nightwing. Even though he beat Moon Knight, which is not cool.
You're going for his enemy now.
I'd like to think they'd be friends.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Right. They'd be friends.
Yeah, it looks like we've got mostly Nightwing. But Emmett said Jessica Jones. I appreciate that, Emma. I think that's a fun choice. I think overall as a detective, she'd be cool. All right, so we're going to go Nightwing. I know a lot of y'all are saying book it for Wonder Woman. I have to give everybody a chance to vote, okay? It's only right. Even if you think you know what's happening, you may be right. We got to give her a shot. All right, we got Wonder Woman and we got Storm. Emma, I've got your votes. You put it in earlier for Wonder Woman. Chris, what you thinking?
I don't know. The X-Men fans like pick Storm, you fool. But I think I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder
I'm
Woman?
gonna go with
Okay.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
Zeddy.
Oof. Lightning versus love. Well, love conquers all, so I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman.
Unless it's Wonder Woman 84.
Love conquers all.
It is. Life is good.
I fly
but it can't
because
be
my boyfriend flies a plane. That's how I learned to fly.
I thought that was
look,
cool.
Life is good, but it can be better. What can I
Right.
say?
I thought that was a cool scene.
Zeddy, you should do infomercials. You'd be so good at them.
Life is good, but it can be better.
You need like a tracksuit, like an orange tracksuit.
This is closer than I thought it would be.
Holy
I
moly.
think it's still. Yeah, it's a lot closer than I thought it'd be. All
I
right,
really love
last
those
5
Vortex
seconds.
Sundays.
Yep, last few seconds, guys. Get your votes in because our neighborhood's finest are about to be announced. Everybody, drum roll, please.
It's Moon Knight.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it back up. I wanna surprise, even though it's totally not a surprise. I want to surprise everybody. All right, everybody, are we ready to see our neighborhood's finest? Our neighborhood's finest are Nightwing and Wonder Woman. Who would have guessed? Woo!
Look at that.
It came back to DC characters.
I gotta say, this would be such an interesting team up because I can't remember a lot of time these two have spent together, like on page or really anything. Like, and you have that age difference too. Like, Wonder Woman's older than everybody, but like, even just maturity wise, I feel like it's so different. DC did sweep the bracket. I mean, what'd you expect? We had the Vigilante 1939 crew here. Like,
hey, there were some Marvel heavy hitters in here, though. Come on now, there were some heavy hitters in here.
I'm surprised Wolverine was in the powerhouse category, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, if you guys have any people you'd like to see in another one of these brackets, because I think this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll revisit it. Let me know what characters you'd like to see in the bracket, because I have my own biases when I make things. I try not to, but everybody does, so I'd like to use people's suggestions. What do you guys think of this bracket, Chris and Zeddy? You think this is a solid one to start with?
I think so.
Yes.
I think it's a good pairing too. Nightwing and Wonder Woman. That'd be fun.
If you watch Titans, you really love this pairing.
Oh yeah. You get kind of like a little preview of it.
Yeah. And so Eric wants us to bring back Huntress for the spotlight. Okay, we can do that. We gotta bring back Moon Knight for Chris, right?
We don't have to. It'd just be cool.
We gotta. India spotlight. What characters would you recommend, Max? Because I would like to do some indie characters, but it's hard to find indie characters that so many people also know. So let me know.
Radiant Black.
But yeah, guys. Who?
Radiant Black. That character.
There's a lot of them now. It's a whole universe. It's like the X-Men.
Didn't Radiant Red just come out?
Yeah, I don't know who that character is, but because I kind of got off reading that stuff. Sorry, I'm writing down some suggestions people have put in the chat, but that was our neighborhood's finest, guys. So right now, our neighborhood's finest are Nightwing and Wonder Woman. They're going to take care of us. They're going to protect the neighborhood, and hopefully they will, be in line for the chaos we have. If not, I don't know what to tell them.
Enjoy the madness.
I feel safe.
So did they wait at the gates or the doors? How did that work? They just sit on the lawn,
patrol? That's a good question. I've actually been working on a graphic for the neighborhood, like an actual graphic, like putting the V39 pod and other pods and stuff in it. So yeah, we got to figure out where our neighborhood's finest go. Like maybe they need a neighborhood's finest hall or something, like a Hall of Fame or something like that.
The Hall of Finest.
We're a young world's finest. I like this idea. Young world
cool.
Finest with Teen Titans, Young Avengers. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I'm a huge
Sidekicks would be cool. Yeah.
And so, Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. That's a funny one.
That might be some competition. You know what? We can go into cartoons or other weird things. I'm down. Neighborhood Justice League. Yep, I think we're going to need to make that. That bracket will take multiple episodes, though, because this one took a while. So we'll have to, deciding one person each time. Alrighty. Those of you in the chat, please bring all these great suggestions you have. Go to the show's Twitter, at Friendly NBHD Show. Please drop all your suggestions there. You can tag the show in the comments. You can just DM, whatever you prefer, whatever makes you comfy. Please throw them all there so that I can get them all together because I'd like to use as many as possible in the future. But with that said, that's our neighborhood today. Our neighborhood is pure chaos, but at least now we have some of the finest people to protect us from ourselves. Thank you guys so much for being here, Chris and Zeddy. I hope you had a good time.
Always.
It's always good hanging with you.
Do you guys want to plug yourselves at all? Chris, why don't you go first? Plug yourself. Where can people find you? What you're up to? All that good stuff.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at Chris70, but I prefer you guys follow the podcast I do with my buddy Emmett Davis. It's called Gathering of the Geeks. You can find us at G of the Geeks on Twitter.
Sweet. And Zeddy, where can we find you? What are you up to with your coffee?
Oh, I'm always up to something, You guys can follow me on Twitter at Nick Zenick, but most importantly, like Chris, I would like you guys to follow the podcast that I co-host at Vigilante 1939. You can find that podcast anywhere you get your podcasts at, and go subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can hear Chris and I breaking down Superman and Lois on the world's finest. So that would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, please do it. And if you guys want to be really cool like me, I'm not cool, but if I was, you should get a shirt like this. You should hit them up on their Twitter.
Thank you.
Get a shirt so we can all be twinsies. I feel like we should have a neighborhood wardrobe. That'd be really cool. Like everybody that has a t-shirt, we'll just make a whole like neighborhood shop where you can buy them all at. That'd be really
That's a
cool.
cool idea.
That is cool.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Again, be sure to follow the show's Twitter, please. That way, again, we can connect more and we can do, show segment ideas together and stuff. This neighborhood is all about you guys. And we will see you next week. And next week, I want to show, I actually got to work this time. This is the huddle for next week. So we will be talking.
Cool.
I've told you guys about Magic Powder, that Kickstarter. Just Schiller, who is the creator, he will be on the episode next week with us, talk about Magic Powder, and we will also be looking at some obscure comic book characters. So if you think you know obscure, I'm interested to see if you've heard these characters, because when I was researching them, I was kind of shocked. And we might have another guest come on that I can't announce yet, but be sure to tune in for an awesome time. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat. Griffin, Glenn, Ian, Chase, Max, Eric, Joe, JP was here earlier. I probably missed somebody. If I did, I apologize. But thank you guys so much for being here. Emmett, I couldn't forget you. And we will see you guys next week on your friendly neighborhood morning show.